Hello everyone, I'm Nicholas, and today I'm gonna be talking about people. Now for the majority of my life, I've been walking around thinking that I hate people, and recently I've done some awesome revelations within my mind that makes me think maybe I actually don't hate people after all. So today I am going to talk about how I thought I hated people and why, and I'm also going to be talking about why I don't think I hate people anymore, and I'm going to be talking about well, a little bit of Norwegian social culture, because it's actually getting on my nerves and I'm actually pretty furious about it. So, do you like my socks, by the way? They're like seals, but they're from Japan. I think they're from Osaka, so you know, Osaka seal socks! So I'm going to be starting with the social culture because it's kind of a big deal in this context. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I'm not sure if I just want to say that Norwegian people are cold. I do think a lot of us are. Like, cold and very private and a little shy, so we don't actually... We're very, very not outgoing. We don't like to talk to strangers, we don't like to sit next to each other on the bus unless we know each other, and even then we often sit, for some reason, across from each other, taking up 2 spaces instead of just, you know, 1 each, which is just dumb. So in Norway we have this thing, it's called janteloven, and it is kind of this social rule that you're not allowed to think that you're any better than anyone else. Now this sounds all nice and good and stuff, like equality, yay! But it basically means that you're not ever allowed to be better at anything or have anything that other people don't have. So it's kind of like a envious, jealousy thing in a way. In theory the rule isn't all that bad, but the way people act upon it, they're just basically throwing shit at everyone that's got some kind of advantage in some way. In Norwegian people, this is partially because of that law that says you can't really be different, you can't really stand out and be like better in any way. Like, being better is subjective, so standing out should be enough to get your ass kicked. Do you feel that we're not all that accepting of those small differences that you might find? Having a different interest, not being into what everyone else is into, like, you can't really be your own identity that freely, which has become an issue for me because I am not really the same kind of thing that a lot of people in my town are. My town is quite small, my town is very judgmental, very snobby, very arrogant, very self-absorbed. It's not that easy to be different in this little town. I say little, it's like 25,000 people. It's not that easy to be different. Thus, I'm going to get to why I thought I hated people. Okay, so now you know a bit about Norwegian culture, now let me tell you why it's giving me a hard time. It's mainly because I never fit in. Throughout all of my school years, I've always had a hard time fitting in because I'm a little peculiar, I'm a little different. I honestly don't feel like I fit the Norwegian culture that well, especially not like this level, like this small town and its like social rules and stuff. I don't follow those. I just want to be me. I want to be a happy, cheerful, fun person. And when I was traveling and I was being in different cultures, like when I was in South Korea living with South Korean people, I was a very cheerful person. I was happy. I was like fun and outgoing. I was really I felt good as a person. I felt good about myself. I'm not saying that Norwegian people are bad. I used to hate people and I felt like I hated people in general. This is partially because of the internet, because I saw a lot of collections of dumb shit from the internet, and also because a lot of the time people around me made me feel bad about myself. So they didn't actually hate me, or maybe they did, I don't care. But they made me hate myself, and that made me really furious, and thus I've been telling myself that I hate people a lot. For a long time, like, I had like this thing, I didn't want to socialize, I didn't want to meet new people, and that became an issue when I had to return to school and when I had to get a job. And I just kept telling myself, I hate people. However, the last year, I've been meeting people in a lot of different ways and a lot of different platforms because, you know, previously in life, I pretty much only met students and teachers because I went to school. Now, I still go to school, and I won't say that I hate those people, but they bring out the worst parts of me. They bring out these negative, cynical, really mean, really bitchy, they bring out the worst parts of me. However, I actually got a job. I work at a grocery store, and I love that job. And I love the people that I work with, and I love the people that I meet that are customers. I think that it's so much fun just being there, meeting them, doing them the service that I'm paid to be doing them. I love that. And when I was traveling, I met so many people, and they were so different. They were so open and warm and accepting, and I just loved that. The fact that I'm not a bad person always, but the fact that like my surroundings are bringing out the worst version of me is kind of like a relief, because it means that I'm not all that hopeless. It's kind of become my new goal to find an environment where I can be the best version of me in. And I don't know, like, this is basically the kind of the principle of having a bad friend. Like, the friend can be nice as a person, and they can be like, there's nothing wrong with them, but they bring out the very bad side of you. This is basically me with Norway. Norway is a great country. Norway has a lot of nice people. Norway is a very nice place to live, but it's not a nice place for me. It doesn't fit me. So what am I supposed to do with that? Move? Well, that is the plan, eventually. The plan is to be able to travel. That's my dream, that's a goal. And I can't do that in a while because I have work and I have school. So I'm just gonna have to endure and hope that I can find some way of still being the version of me that I like being. The version of me that is actually a positive influence on people, and that is a positive influence on myself. Like, this is kind of mushy and stuff, but it's important. This is a lesson for you. I've been telling you about this culture that might suit so many people, but it doesn't suit me. And I'm stuck here for a while, and it brings out the worst part of me. It brings out a part of me that I don't like, because it just makes me so gray and dark and savvy. Like, I like to be this cheerful, fun, adventurous little energy ball. That's who I love to be. And I can't find that version of me here because the surroundings are just... It's like trying to have fresh lungs in a room full of smoke. It's really, really hard. Like, no, wait, did I say that it was a lesson? Because I haven't actually discovered the lesson yet. I just realized this thing, and it made me excited because now it finally makes more sense, and I can feel a little bit better about myself knowing that there is a good version of me inside here somewhere. I'm not all pissy shit that is just pissed at the world. I'm actually a happy person who loves people, if only in the right circumstances. It feels good to get all these things off my chest and to just kind of sort my thoughts out through speech, because that helps me. And this is also why I make this channel. This might not have been the most fun topic, but maybe it was a bit interesting, and maybe you can relate and actually know that, hey, if you feel like a shit person in this shit town that you're living in, maybe somewhere out there you can find a version of yourself in different environments with different people that you actually like, and if you can, just aim for that, because I'm stuck here for at least a couple more years, which sucks. But I know that I can spend this time just trying to make sure that when I'm done, I can do the things that I want. If that makes any sense. If that sounds good. Does that sound good? I think it sounds good. Well, with that, I'm gonna take my leave. I hope this video was something for you. I don't know. Ow! Why do I always hit myself on this table? Anyways, I hope you'll have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon.